Booki is a free software, and it's you can use it online for free, or you can install it yourself. And it's an environment that you use through your browser for creating books. So you can very easily create a table of contents and then start writing your book. And because you're using your browser, you can either do it by yourself or collaborate with other people, either in the same room or around the world. And we use it actually for book sprints, where we write a book in between 2 and 5 days. And the nice thing about Booki is it's very easy to use. It's easier than using a wiki to create a book, because it's designed specifically for creating books. And when you've finished your book, and the book is never finished because you can always go back and update it, you go to the export tab, and you can export book formatted PDF. You can also export newsprint formatted PDF with multiple columns, open Office document, also EPUBs for ebook readers like the iPad or the Sony readers. But the most interesting thing is the book formatted PDF. So it's all CSS controlled. So if you know CSS, you can control the look and feel of your book. And you load in your CSS and you press Make Book, and it takes about 2 minutes for, say, a 300-page book. And then you've got a very beautifully formatted PDF. And you can use that then to take to a printer or to create a book yourself. So it has all the inner margin control, all the indexing is all correct, all of the credits are automated, the page numbering is automatic, it all works beautifully. So then you take that PDF and you print it out like we're doing now. So what we're doing now is we actually have a PDF, we're printing it out with a duplex printer. So a duplex printer will print one side, take the page back, and then print the other side. So you need this in order to create books. Because if you try it the other way with a normal printer, standard printer, you print one side, and you turn it over and you print the other side, and it just takes too long. And also you get a lot of errors as well, where pages don't feed through properly the second time. So this has been designed specifically for this purpose. So you take this duplex printer, you print off your book, and then when you're finished printing the book, you then bind it, and I'll show you a binding in a second. And we have a binder here as well, and then you put the cover on, and you cut the book to shape, and then you have a book. And the book, you open up the binder, put the book into the binder, get it nice and flat. We'll cut it later, so it doesn't have to be exactly flat, but you want to get it as nice as you can. You close the binder drawer. It's working good. Close the binder drawer. Then you get the binder strip, and you put the binder strip into the binder. And the binder does its thing. And you take it out, and you have to set it to cool, and you take it over to the cutter, and we have a key for the cutter because it's kind of a dangerous device. You put the book into the cutter. It's very accurately calibrated, so you need to just move it to where you think it should be. I'm just going to cut a little bit off as a demo, I won't do it properly now. And then you seal it, get it nice and straight. Seal it. And then on this side, you can see the cutter in action. So I press the 2 buttons. You can see it's got a nice clean cut. So then you cut the sides of the book. And then what you do with this is that, I won't do it now, we don't have a cover. You peel this off, and you stick the cover to the book. So the covers stick really securely like this. This is an example of exactly this process.
Mm-hmm. So how much does it cost to produce a book using your equipment?
A couple of euros. Once you have all the equipment. Actually the main cost is the ink, actually. And if you buy a standard printer, if you go to a toner refill place, you can get actually very cheap paper, very cheap ink. For example, if you go to MediaMarkt in Berlin and you buy this printer and the ink cartridge that they suggest, you get about 2,500 pages for about 70 or 80 euros. But if you go to a refill place, you can get a 5,000 page toner cartridge for 30 euros. And if you then format your books so that they're A5, so they're half A4, that's 10,000 pages effectively. So that's a lot of books that you can produce off 30 euros.
So, including the cover and the binding and cutting, how much does it cost to produce, say, a book of 300 pages?
A book of 300 pages would be about 1.5 to 3 euros, depending on how.
And that includes the cost of equipment?
That doesn't. That's once you have the equipment.
Once you have the equipment.
Yeah. So the equipment itself. So this is the bookmobile that we've set up, or the Booki-mobile, and the equipment here cost around about. The binder secondhand was 3,500 euros. The cutter was 800 euros. The printers were 100 euros and 200 euros. So what's that? It's about 4,000, 5,000 euros for the equipment. Yeah. And then the van cost 4,000 euros.